You know, it's Clive Rock singing here. This is a very different video. I bought a new machine. It's a Simpson easy set. I think it's a 6 kilogram, yeah. This thing thinks like a human being. When they say smart machines, you don't expect it to soak your clothes. And one of the cycles on this is when you program it for heavy duty, it takes its time. Like everything these days is about fast, quick, get it done yesterday, you know, all this sort of stuff. Listen to it going. I thought there was something wrong with it. I thought, get work. And it's very gentle on your clothes. But I do have to use a heck of a lot of detergent. I've got to use a half a bottle of detergent. This place is a pigsty because I've had this machine in transition of being hooked up for over a year. Might even be 2 years. And I've been down here working, trying to hook this machine up. And I thought I would have to pipe it with proper pipes. And I spent $300-400 on piping to pipe it all up permanently. And then I find that you can buy fittings to do the whole goddamn lot. This thing here is a fitting that you can buy from the hardware store that actually clips onto this type of tap. It's got an extended end on it, and you put a new end on it and you actually just pull that off. When you squeeze that thing, it just clips off. And I made a piping system up basically with I used, I think it's Nile, the expensive one. I used the expensive fittings, Holloman. It's using Holloman fittings, but I've never heard of them. It's still got a bit of a drip in there. I bought these really high tension hockey straps. These are really good hockey straps. The thing I like about them is normally when the hockey straps get old, they pull out of the little metal springs. This thing's bonded into the plastic. These are killer. I've had one on the, I've had one outside for about 6 months, and it doesn't even seem to be deteriorated. The rest of the piping, I've got the cold water running through this one down here, and I just bought a whole hose. I mean, I was desperate. I couldn't get the machine working, so I bought a brand new, pretty sure it was Nile, so it's all running along the floor down there. I've used a bit of nappy sand. I did find that I did a wash, and I thought I did it on medium wash, and it left a few stains, so I used a bit of nappy sand this time. I used a half a bottle of that liquid, and I put it on heavy duty this time. And the reason I've got it like that is if it blows the fitting off, which it did actually once, that it only goes into the sink. And that's one of the problems with having I'm on the main street and I've got really good water pressure. Actually, when they put the house in, I got all brand new piping put in, and the water pressure here is insane. If that shot up, it'd probably shoot up the side or shoot up halfway up the wall. Oh geez, you got some pressure. But this thing is, you know, when they say smart machine, and the amount of water that this puts in, I was very impressed with too. This puts water in it. Now I filled that right up. And the thing I like about it also is when you set it down, it doesn't automatically start. It waits for you to tell you to do it. So it waits for you to give it instructions. But it actually paused, and I thought it had turned off. And it hadn't turned off, it was soaking. It's a smart machine. That's the sort of thing that human beings do. You don't expect a washing machine to do that. Simpson, I've got an idea this might be out around Australia. But what a killer machine. This thing, I had washing pole up mile high, as I said, it's been nearly 2 years since I've been able to hook this up. I had to improvise with this particular one here. And I had to use the rattle gun on that. The thing, you have to get that. I ended up using a shifter on those clamps. You buy new clamps, and I basically improvised there. Now this one off the other end is part of a hose that you pull off the back of it. It's a little fitting that pull off the back of one of those spray fittings that you get. But yeah, this is killer. Yeah, the place is a pigsty, but now that I've finally got the machine working, I've got some room because I've had bags and bags of washing I couldn't do, and now I'm struggling to find washing to put into the machine. I'm actually washing things that don't need to be washed because I'm running out of washing. I did 4 loads, and I reckon it's the equivalent of the other one. I think I've done about 15 loads of washing. It's insane. This thing takes so much. You can put about 6 sheets in it at one hit, I reckon. This is insane. It really is a high volume machine for one bloke. And I've got all my stuff down the back. I've got all my stuff covering my books up, and I like to wash all my sheets that cover my books on a really fairly regular basis. That's kind of how you make the garage look nice and clean. Keep all your sheets nice and clean. And I haven't been able to do that. And I've got a whole cupboard in the back just with sheets for the cupboard. So now I can gun it and go down and do all my garage washing and everything. I'll probably do all the greasy stuff in the machine outside that I've been doing it with, a little sort of single twin tub. But yeah, it's a pigsty in here. I'm fully aware of that. Tiny little bathroom. It's a what do you call it, a laundry. But I got her in. I've got a huge cupboard in here. You know, this is a full-size cupboard. You've got the full-size thing. It's a lovely house. It was built by a builder. It's a beautiful little laundry, but this is a killer machine. When it's soaked, I was blown away. I mean, it's very, very rare these days that you'll get a machine that thinks, oh geez, this is really, really dirty. I might let that soak for a while. That's what human beings do. This thing's really, really intelligent. It's actually hot, and I'm thinking, oh geez, I've got to get the instructions. You know these Japanese things. I better get all the instructions out, and it's really easy. Set it on hot, you set it on full, you set it on extra, pick whatever you want, and then ba-dang, away it goes. And you stop it in the middle of the cycle. What you do is you just turn it off, and it just completely resets. So if you, at one stage there I was testing the water and only got halfway through the cycle, I just turned it off. And it didn't play up on the route, turned it back on again, which a lot of electronic devices does. Look at the stuff it's got in here. Daily 45, quick 20, spin, rinse and spin, bedding, heavy duty, sportswear, delicates, cold, regular. Jesus. And there's a button there. If you press a button on the right hand side under the machine, it flies you to Venus. It's freaking unbelievable. I love this thing, and it's so quiet. Listen to it. It doesn't sound like it's working. Let's pull it up again. There she is. Full of water. Lovely, full of water, plenty of water in there. And I pulled that right up, I actually stuffed that in a little bit. And it's waiting for you to tell it to turn on again. And away she goes. What a killer machine. Simpson. It's an easy set, 6 kilogram. It's about 2 years old now. It's been sitting here unplugged up. And I thought I had to get it all permanently wired into the system. No, you can do it all with hose fittings. It's a bit of a nightmare. Here it is. Here it goes. It's paused. I thought, oh, it's turned off. It's soaking. What a killer. Clive Rock singer over